I'm going to talk about my vaginal healing. Vagina was one of the organ which was disconnected in my life, even though I was um, menstruating since age of 11. I still felt very disgusting. I couldn't I pleasured myself, but that I felt very guilty of what I was doing. But there is and I felt very shameful of that particular organ in my body, maybe due to my sexual abuse. So I was disconnected, but even though I pleasured myself, it was also with guilt and anger, and I was so confused of what I was doing. So completely a organ which I couldn't own. First time when I watched a movie, a documentary film about feminism. The lady in that documentary was teaching other women in a group how to look at your own vagina. And I was sitting with a male friend of mine and watching it, and I felt so disgusting. I felt like whole world came down, like one of the so much shameful thing to do with a male friend to watch this documentary because uh, I never had any conversation about period, anything related with my female organs. Everything was kept secret, even with female friend. Then I went for a woman conference where they had this, red tent circle. Woman talked about their period, and I was so surprised. That was the first time I heard, and I was able to talk about my period, my first menarche, and it was amazing. So in women conferences, when I meet other women who talk about sex, who talk about their sexual desires, the pleasures, everything was surprise for me, because for me I was so surprised to talk even about anything related to sex. But these women, they kept on, just being in their circles and just listening without even mentioning anything about my vagina or breast or anything, my female or reproductive organs or my sexual desires, nothing. But just listening to them helped me to connect with my own self, my own sexual organ. And I got this book, Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, and that book really helped me to claim my sexual power, sexual organs. And then many other YouTube videos. I started to do the vaginal massage for myself, and also I started to look at my own vagina. So that was a healing journey for me to connect with my own vagina. Then I went for my childhood sexual abuse therapy. It was a group therapy, and there I heard the same stories like me, how the other women, they were felt very shameful to look at their own organs. So even to undress themselves, or it was same for me also, that I was so, I couldn't enjoy my body. I felt very shameful and disgusting, and I always wanted to cover it up. Like, anything to show my body is shown. I felt like it's something bad, wrong. And also, I felt it will attract me for men to come into my life because I have this body, shown. Like, there was no celebration of my body, and there is no, pleasure of being happy that, with my own body. So the therapy helped me to understand where the problem comes from, and how to help. And then I went to a nude beach. That was the first time I felt being fine with my own self, own body. So that really helped me to own my body, own my organs, own everything from head to toe, and be fine with it. And I was so surprised. Nobody didn't even come closer to me, and that showed me the power I own, and I have the right to allow anybody to come into my life or not. And I am the one who is the owner of my vagina, and I reclaim the lost power of my vagina because of abuse. And I felt like it is an organ for sex. It is organ for for a man to enter in, and also for childbirth. But now, later, through my work with my healing the vagina, i I took control of my vagina, and I choose whether anybody wants to have to I invite anybody to enter in. It's my, I don't I have seen my in my past, men are very manipulative men who just make it like, kind of praise and do all kind of thing and enter in. Or a man who is like, feels like he doesn't have sexual pleasure, he wants it, and I do it like a sympathetic, allow him. But now this boundary helps me that, okay, and I enjoy this celibate life with myself to enjoy it with it's my organ, my sexuality. And I'm so grateful that I can pleasure myself and enjoy it and have good time with myself. I don't need a man to pleasure myself. There was a time, yes, I needed a man to pleasure me because I couldn't do it by myself, and I was so disconnected from the from myself. The world within me was disconnected from me, so I needed somebody else to connect with myself. But now I can do it for myself, so I really enjoy. And also, I celebrate the moon days, or my period time. I take rest for myself, and I follow the intuition and live with, and I really enjoy the blood which comes from the period. And I put face mask with that. And also I also use cloth pad, so I have to wash that, to clean. And I'm really happy that I'm so happy about my vagina. So this is the vagina Bible, and I draw my vagina, and future of vagina is in my hand. So it is praising my vagina for being who she is, and showing the gratitude, and celebrating the gifts of vagina in my life. And also share, my vaginal Bible with all the beauty of vagina. And the vaginal rules I have set, that I promise to liberate my vagina. I promise to prioritize my vagina. I promise to satisfy my vagina. I promise to praise my vagina. I promise to be friendly with my vagina. I promise to establish my vagina. I promise to live with my vagina. So, vagina has become the intuitive space, like womb space. And it is a new journey of my work with my journey, and and celebrating, and also protecting and owning it, and enjoying it. And it is a gift for my life, and I'm grateful to share that gift with you all. Thank you.